Tonight on DFY Magic Themes, we're going to be talking about Black Friday. Well, first in the room tonight was Barry, good evening, along with Bob, Richard, Paul, Stefan, and tonight we'll be talking about some bits and pieces to do with Black Friday. Well, hello, good evening. I haven't turned my camera on tonight.
Happy Friday.
Interesting enough, I think Restream's a bit broke tonight because we are live in some groups, but for some reason we're not live yet in the inner circle. So hopefully that'll fix itself at some point tonight, Robert. And I don't know if we're live. We're live in Rankament Master, so good evening to you. I don't know if we're live at the moment in the other DFY groups. I will try and fix it if I can. So, but is there anything you want?
When you're looking for something in your mind, and you know something it's so familiar to you, and it's on the tip of your tongue, and you can't think what it is, right? And you're searching for it, and it's just not there. Well, I had this happen to me 2 days ago, and I was looking for it, and it just popped into my head. When you were talking, that phrase popped into my head. And you know what it is?
What?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter when some things just don't seem to go right for you.
Yeah.
You know what? It just doesn't matter because it's going to do what it's going to do. It's part
technology, isn't it?
Well, it's technology, but you know what? If you don't believe, and my wife is so much better at this than I am. She really is. In the universe, in the laws of attraction, in your positive thoughts versus your negative thoughts. If you don't believe that, you're on the wrong track, is all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
So the things that it doesn't matter, right? If it's going good, it's going bad. It doesn't matter that something went wrong because you're going to fix it. So yeah. Don't stress over the things that you can't control. Just work on them slowly to get them right and where you want to go with them. That's all I'm trying to get at. And that's part of for me, the No More Excuses program. And I mean, make a comment or put one in the chat if that phrase resonates wrong with you, but what I'm trying to say with that phrase is we want to put everything in place so that you don't have anything to have an excuse for. We just want to make it super, super simple for you to continue with your business. And don't get hung up on the builds. Get hung up on how many clients can you handle. That's where you should be. Not worrying about the websites, not worrying about the what you're going to supply. I know that's a part of it, but at the end of the day, it's about the clients. It's about giving them the value. So that's where the no more excuses, not that we want you to make excuses. We want to give you everything that you could possibly have so that there is no excuses for you
Yeah.
not to have all the clients that you want and all of the passive income streams that you want. Obviously, there's still work. I'm
Mm.
not I'm not I'm not a magician that can just take everything away, but that's where we're going with that. The No More Excuses program that we're coming out and we're launching is just that. And it's just as much for myself as it is for you guys. You know, the things that I don't want to do, I have no more excuses than I can't get those done. I can make all excuses I want, but it's me. I have to be the one to say, get this done. This is the priority. Nothing else matters except getting that goal pushed forward. So thank you, Stephen, for reminding me what that phrase was.
Some things in life, sometimes in life, technologies do play up. Even our own technology. I know that the dev's been working on an update on the MCB where occasionally the site drops out. Now that is because product Dyna, who we use the licensing with, did an update and they didn't tell us they were doing the update. So when I found out about it and I was having issues, I've gone to my dev and he said, "Yeah, all right, I'll fix it." So he's been frantically today working on it, and he thinks he'll have something for me in the morning. He's staying up overnight to work on it, bless him. So I'm very grateful to his work. So the key thing is what happens is when you go to edit a MCB shortcode, sometimes it will drop the license. If you leave your site as it is and don't play around with it, the site will stay up at the moment. That fix is on its way, and as soon as it's available, it'll update inside your back office of WordPress. Little tip for you: if you own WordPress and you've got a lot of sites, enable the auto updates, right? And you can do that inside of plugins. You just tick the top one, all of them, and then you drop down menu where you just say enable all and apply it. That way, then your plugins stay up to date. It's always worth keeping your plugins up to date all the time because they can become a security issue. When we are aware of a security issue, we have extra things added into the plugins to make sure that those security issues aren't there, so your sites are safe. And if we know with the plugins on our builds that they are good and solid. What we can't guarantee is if you bring a third party plugin that we don't work with, that might have a security problem. You don't keep it up to date and you've left it to run out of date by 6 months. That's an easy way to hackers to get into your site. So always enable all updates. In themes, you go into appearance and themes, you click on the individual theme that's in there, and it'll say enable automatic updates. You don't have to worry about child theme. It's just the main themes, you enable them in on all of them. And then your site stays up to date, nice and easy, and you can pretty much leave it to run by itself after that with automatic updates now. So that's the exciting thing with that. We are going to talk about Black Friday in a minute. I just wanted to say a thank you to a few people that knew about yesterday. Was it yesterday, Rob? I went to Taunton.
Yeah, it was yesterday.
Yeah. So for ages, I've had this little cyst on my eye causing pressure on my eye, and I went. I went to the NHS in the UK. It's actually pretty darn good, and I went there to see a consultant in Taunton at the hospital, and I was thinking they're just going to look at it and say 6 weeks time you can have it done. Oh no, they did it there and then. It's like, whoa. So and it's very minor op, you know. And the moment they did whatever they did, I felt the pressure disappear. And my eyesight stopped being a bit blurry from the pressure, and all is good. But for those that knew, I want to say thank you for the nice messages I'd received on Messenger. I didn't make a big thing out of it, you know, but I know one or two people did know about it, and so I just wanted to say thank you to those that sent me the messages. Now, Black Friday's around the corner, and all sorts of things have been going on in the background. Now, for our themes, our devs, bless them, have been working hard, including Robert and the team, to do upgrades on all the themes to have a better way of them installing. Now, the original way we would install is you'd use WP Vivid, which we still are. You do the import, and then you'd have to go in and change the username and password to update it. Well, now the new version's coming out. You'll do the install, and you won't have to change the username and password inside the theme. So you install WordPress, install WP Vivid, do the restore. The theme will come in with all the plugins, automatic updates on, all sorted for you into your WordPress install. So then you don't have to change the username and password after that. It's going to be your original one. There are, for those that are members, there are two places you're going to enter in your license keys now. Place number one is for the theme, and the second one is for the MCB. And the reason we've added those is because we had a few people request saying, I'm selling a theme on to somebody. What if they don't pay me and they keep the theme, right? But obviously I can turn the content off with the magic shortcode builder, but I can't with the theme. So as we upgrade the themes, you're going to see them update in your members areas over the weekend. And where I remember, you'll see V6. I'm calling them all V6. And the images on them will change as well, right? So you'll see in every single theme, there'll be a thumbnail at the bottom. You can right click and save that and download it, and you can add it to your agency site. And we'll make sure that the links inside all of the themes in your members area, there'll be a link back to the demo sites. You'll have that link as well to add to portfolio. And then when they're all updated, I'm doing a video on how to update the portfolio on your agency site. So that's all coming together, and it's there's been all sorts going on this week, and yesterday.
Can you pause there for 1 second?
Yeah.
Don't panic.
Yeah.
Don't panic about your sites. Your current sites are good where they are.
Yes.
Now, with the only caveat to that is if you're going to start rebuilding or you want to update them because you haven't done anything to them, then you can update them. And what I'm understanding now is that it's also been improved as far as writing a WP Vivid restore file over an existing site. It just wipes it clean now as it's doing the restore.
Yeah.
So it made it simpler. You don't have to worry about stuff that was going wrong before. However, at this point in the where you have build and you put time and you have your sites ranking, you don't have to touch those. You can leave those alone unless you've done nothing to them and you just want to refresh and a start over on the site. You can do that. So you can do it either way.
The nice thing about the builds as well, the newer ones coming out, Robert and the team have spent the time. If you buy Rank Math Pro, and you kind of have to buy it through our link, which we'll make sure in the members area, all the SEO is done, right? We use shortcodes inside of Rank Math. So when you update your company name, address and phone number and all that stuff and the location, all of the pages automatically update with SEO. So we've done that part in there. Is it perfect? Well, SEO is never perfect because you have to tweak it for your needs. That's the thing with it. But early tests of the themes, we found that we upload a theme, and within a few days, it's being found by Google because it's got great content. It's got the SEO done. So if you choose to revamp a theme of those are already members, what you do is you go in to WP Vivid, you pull a new file in over the top of your existing site. It will blank it completely, so it'd be like a fresh install. fill in your company data to obviously save your company name, address, phone number, all that data that you'd enter in, and put it back in, and then the site's done. Right. If you're someone that likes to tweak and play and add extra pages and content and stuff like that, leave the site alone as it is. All right, because you've already tweaked yours, you've already done your SEO, you've played around with it how you want. So do not change it, leave as it is. It's still going to work fine. All right. And that's the direction forward with it. And tomorrow, those that want to come onto the webinar, we've been posting in the groups and emailing out. Whether you're already a member or not, you're welcome to be on it, and you'll see one of the new builds being done. All right.
So in the inner circle, we're going to talk about tomorrow.
Yeah.
But anyone is welcome to join that webinar. Anyone is welcome to see the new install of what we're doing. And then we'll talk about the rest later. Now, Steve, you mentioned about Black Friday and putting your what was the word? Your radar deflectors up of the scams and the garbage that's going to be thrown at you.
Yes. I mean, this is how I treat Black Friday, right? If you see something that you can use within your business, and you can also afford to say to yourself, you know what, I can afford $300, $400, $500, right? And if that product, and I'm talking about AppSumo here more than anything, because people who know us, we've been around a few years now, right, and we're not going anywhere, all right? Because we do this ourselves. So if all of a sudden all our customers tomorrow disappeared and went, no, we're not doing this, me and Robert have built the systems for ourselves. So we will go off and make a success of this either way, because we've got all the themes ready, built on easy install, right? And I've already put sites up that are doing really well and rented out. So the thing is ultimately I can go off tomorrow if I wanted to and build a rank and rent empire on my own, right? Why do we do this? Because we love showing people what we do. We love supporting people. We love the inner circle group. It's a family to us. So we're not running off tomorrow, just to say, right? But what my point is if suddenly tomorrow all the customers went, you know what, we've had enough, we're going away, we're not doing the Friday call, not doing any of that, and we have one person on each Friday for the next month, we would then say, you know what, Robert, let's focus on our own rank and rent business, because there's not enough people being here to support us. Now, we're blessed. Our inner circle members turn up each week and they come and learn something from us on the inner circle, and we share data with them, we share stuff with them, we make sure that they're doing well. If they're struggling, they reach out to us. There's people in this group who personally have reached out to me, and I've had talks with them, right? So it's not just about business at times, and people know of us, we support our product. If there's a problem, right, we'll get our team onto it, or we'll get on a call with you and say, well, that needs to be sorted. Now, when it comes to AppSumo, I have bought products on AppSumo that 6 months later have disappeared. Right? And there's groups on AppSumo, there's groups online when you go and have a look, right? And these groups in question, right, will say, oh, this product's gone, that product's gone, that product's gone. So you have to be prepared with AppSumo to be willing to buy something on a lifetime deal with a view that maybe in 6 months to a year's time, it may not be around. There was a good example. I can't remember the exact name of it. I know someone in the group will remind me. The product's a bit similar to Pictory that GoDaddy bought out. It was on AppSumo originally.
Vidami, I think.
Vidami, that's it. So that came out, right? GoDaddy bought it out, and then what happened to it? Bye-bye, it's gone. We haven't seen it since, and I bought in on that on a lifetime deal. So there are products online that will come out, they'll disappear. I've had many a products that I've gone, where's that gone now? Oh, it's gone. Okay, I've lost out. But I've always made sure that when I'm buying it, I can afford it. And anyone who's joining us tomorrow who are not part of DFY Magic Themes, you'll see that we're going to have offers in place for everybody. It's affordability in every possible way, and we're going to support people who come into the program. But ultimately tomorrow, it's to show how quickly we can put a site up and one of our new builds. And I'll be super excited to present it So it's 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you head into our main groups, and it's also let me just it's rankrentwebsites.com. You can go to and sign up there. I'll make sure again the links are in our groups and on YouTube as well. I'll make sure the links below this replay of the video. And we are improving our themes all the time. We're improving our products all the time. We're supporting them. Unfortunately, sometimes in life, when you're using third-party licensing platforms, we get problems. We are next year thinking of investing heavily in our own licensing platform. If that happens, it will only happen to there'll be like a version 7, for example, and all the themes will be upgraded. So anyone who's on the previous versions, the licensing will still work as it is with Product Dino. All right. But we are looking into it because we've learned gradually, if we do not own the platforms ourselves, we end up having problems. And that's plain and simple. That's why we had the MCB, the Magic Shortcode Builder, designed and built, because we were having problems with another product. Right? The MLB, right? We're always open and honest. Magic Location Builder that builds your location sets is Page Generator Pro white labeled. We sell it with our themes. We include it with our themes. And we do that so you don't have to go and buy Page Generator Pro, but you can go and get it. I know the top package is like $300 for the agency version, and the agency version, right, on that is one you can white label yourself. And we're going to be adding more and more training over the coming months to the members area on Page Generator Pro to show people how we use it. Now, we white labeled it so that when you join us, you don't have to go, oh, I've now got to buy another tool to do location pages. We can't give you the MLB for your own builds, all right, because it's not licensed in that way. Can you take one of our existing builds and convert it? Yes, you can, and the MLB will still be there. You just do the install, you change the images and content yourself. That's not a problem because it's licensed with a theme. It's just the fact I can't go, here's my code, install it on your own site, do what you want. We can't do that. But for $300 anyway, to get the agency version of Page Generator Pro, lifetime deal that is awesome. So if anyone's ever thinking of getting it, we would appreciate, reach out to us and we'll give you our link. I'm sure it's dfymagicthemes.com/PGP. I think I made it on the link. So if you ever do decide to buy it for our link, we appreciate it. It supports us. If you don't want to, you want to go direct, that's fine as well. We are not in this to be greedy. We're in this to support DFY Magic Themes and support our users and make sure people can build a rank and rent business. That's why we changed the theme of things a little while ago, and we made it build, rent, and rank. Build it first. Find someone to rent it to, even at a discount for a number of months. Push it up your search engines, and you're done. And we can build sites, as you'll find out tomorrow on the call, in under half an hour. In fact, it'll probably be about 20 minutes. But, we like to say half an hour.
Well, the reasoning behind that is it really doesn't matter. What do you say, 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 12 minutes, 8 minutes, 7 minutes, 6.5 minutes? It doesn't matter. It's so quick, but it's hard for people to believe that you can do that even in 30 minutes, right? Because they don't understand what we're doing. So the reality is it's perception. And for you guys, and I appreciate Paul for you saying that, we are in for the long term. And on a personal note, I get passionate about the parts that are wrong with the current internet marketing broken wheel is what I call it, because it's sell, sell, sell. It doesn't matter who you are, doesn't matter what they're. It's just about money going to somebody. Does everybody need money? Absolutely. Why are you guys building sites for local business? Because you want to make income. And there's nothing wrong with that. You're providing a service for something that local business owner doesn't want to do, or doesn't understand, or doesn't want to understand. That's the reality behind all of it. And for you guys out there watching this video that don't know us, don't have a clue what we're even talking about, it's okay. whatever you're going to do in life, whatever your passion is, whatever your goal is, find somebody else that's doing it well, and have people that support it. And hitch your wagon to that thing, whatever that passion is. If it's building assets for, local businesses, join our community. If it's for doing red widgets for whatever, and we have nothing to do with that, and that's your passion, then that's where you stay. That's what you go after. And everybody gets hit with Black Friday. Everybody gets hit with, the deal of the century type of thing, including us, because that's what that's what you expect on Black Friday, right? You expect that one deal in a lifetime for that year to be presented on Black Friday. And we've done the same. And I think we're a little bit nuts, but at the end of the day, it's okay. It doesn't matter, right? So everybody that's going to see it, we're going to talk about our stuff in the inner circle, but the rest of you guys out there, join us tomorrow. See what the craziness is about in the rank and rent websites business. You see more and more and more popping up of different people showing their stuff on rank rent websites, but nobody's doing what we're doing. And that's what matters. What matters is we want to fix the broken wheel. We want to support everybody that wants to get in this, and letting technology just slap them back where they can't do it. And we saw it quite a bit this week in support tickets, where the technology and just that two missing pieces in somebody's mind stops them from going forward. So in a support ticket, something didn't click right. Well, for those that we don't know what questions to ask, and we don't know what's the next spot it's supposed to go to, we get stuck. Personal story, I had one this week myself. I was doing something to a website that should have been done and finished, and I walked away from it. It's not something I do a lot of, so I walked away from it, and it didn't do what I asked it to do. So who do I go to? I go to the other guy, Steve. I say, hey, Steve, this thing ain't working. And because my message got to him 30 minutes later, he goes on, it's actually working. It was just a time delay, but I didn't know it was going to take that much more time for the servers to catch up. Anyways, these are the things that stop you. It's those little nuances that have nothing to do with nothing. And really, they don't matter, except they stop you right then and there. So all of that being said, we notice, and I'm in this for the long haul of helping people get past the broken wheel part. I want to see this work for everybody on a very simplistic level. And then depending on their energy and depending on their drive, they do what they want to do. But the No Excuses program that's coming out is not to be offensive in any way. It's actually to motivate you guys in a whole new way, saying that there's nothing holding you back. There's no more excuses for you to get what you want to get and do what you want to do. And that's what the whole program is going to be about. And we'll talk more about that later.
Perfect. I was just literally, while you're talking, doing some support to somebody. We never stop. So but we're excited for tomorrow, and if you're in, you are in. And me and Robert might try and find a couple of extra bonus bits and pieces to hand out on the call if we can, just as a bit of fun. So but yeah, so anyway, now it's time to switch over to the inner circle only. I'm just going to find the jingly jangly, and we're going to go to the inner circle and talk more about Black Friday and other bits and pieces that we have planned. So I'm a bit all over the place today. You know, when you had a little up on your eye, and you feel knackered afterwards. I think that's what it is. So my brain's not firing up properly, Robert. Don't say
No, I
anything.
think it's just being tired.
Yeah. Well, at least he's kind to me. Right, let's play the jingle and we'll see all the three groups the same time, same place next week. And if you're on the call tomorrow for the webinar, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. UK, we look forward to seeing you then. But otherwise,
Be there. Be there.
Yeah, absolutely.